Well, well, well. He is actually here. Vatira's here. He's actually here. He said, sorry, I'm late. That's fine. That's just in time. I think we can just get started straight away here. The first match of the day, Dark versus Vatira. Now let me know if the game sound is at the correct volume. As we get this one started off, if you all spam ones in chat, that'll tell me that the game sound is at the right volume. Vatira just a few minutes late for this one, but he has remembered to come back. I think what most likely happened is it's actually saying that they had scrims or a team meeting or something, and then I think he just lost track of time. Oh, that should be a goal. It is for Vatira, 1-0. Yeah, it looks like Vatira, like straight after a team meeting, just lost track of time, forgot that he had a match immediately afterwards, left his PC for a bit, came back and he's like, whoops. But now here we are, ready to get underway with Dark versus Vatira. Now, I think Vatira is the favourite to win this. His form has been very impressive for someone who's kind of new to the 1v1 Showmatch scene. Dark is definitely dangerous, and he's shown that in matches against Jorias, Daniel, Farskiller, lots of other high-rated players. He recently swept Evo, although that was closer than a sweep would suggest. This is going to be a new test for Vatira, I think. He is a very smart player. He's very good at high-pressure style. Doesn't like to leave the ball to go get boost all that often. Will that mess with Dark's rhythm? So far it hasn't, as Vatira turns away from the play. He was afraid to get demoed here if he turned to the left, so he turned right, and that left him out of position for the following defensive play. Lol, where's Vatira going? Well, he didn't want to turn that way because he knew he'd get demoed, or there's a good chance he could get demoed if he turned towards Dark. He tried to anticipate that. Maybe went a bit too far as he did it. Yeah, who do you guys think's going to take this? I think Vatira overall should have the pressure on the ball. He should have the kind of aggression that will deny Dark the setups that he wants. If you want to look at a match that's kind of similar in style to Vatira, although I think a bit more polished, you want to look at TRK versus Dark. It's another match from the Ones World Cup that I streamed. TRK pretty much denied Dark any real opportunities to get his offensive game underway, and I think Vatira is going to look to do a similar kind of thing here. Instead of goal line defense, you're likely to see him just going a lot, as you do here. He knows that if he just sits on the goal line reactively, Dark's probably going to outplay him a lot of the time, so he's just going to go for it, try and get there before Dark is ready. There's a good example of it. Vatira just completely intercepting and shutting down Dark before the big play can complete. Dies of cringe denying Pogo. Yeah, he's going to be trying to do that. So another one of Dark's little fake kickoffs there. He's one of the only players who's doing this, but it's very convincing. I'll try to look at Vatira's POV on one of these so that you guys who are new to that style, new to that strategy, can see why it works. It looks like it shouldn't work. It looks like it should be pretty obvious. Little mind game attempt by Dark. He wanted a small piece of the ball, didn't get any. And Vatira, calm as ever, saves the shot and commences an unstoppable counter-attack. You whiff kickoff sometimes, that's good for you, well done. You know, it's a work in progress. Okay, let's see if Dark goes for it again. He just pulled off that fake kickoff against Vatira. This time he actually goes for it, and it's important that he does this. He doesn't just fake it every time. But if we keep an eye on Vatira's POV there, you'll see that it's a very, very similar look from Dark every time. Looking for the double reset. Here Vatira denies it again. I mean, he's already got a great read on Dark's offense here. Game 1. And he is shutting down the majority of them. Don't think Vatira is likely to have many issues with Dark's pace as well. He was able to go toe-to-toe with Zen. Went to Game 7 with Zen when they played on D7 Switch channel recently. Handling Dark should be just fine for him, at least in terms of pace, in terms of mechanics. The only question is, will he be able to continue to read Dark's creativity? He got the timing of this challenge wrong. Vatira trying to force a 50-50 here on the turn, but ended up just being a clean hit towards his opponent. Yeah, Dark is a very quick player, very, very fast. Recoveries, really throws himself into every speed flip that he goes for. Yeah, this is not, it's nothing Vatira can't handle. It's nothing Vatira is not used to. I think, yeah, this is more, this right here is actually one of Vatira's weaknesses that we do see in a lot of his show matches, is when he's on zero boost, he sometimes just panics, sometimes just goes, and, you know, it's very speculative, a little bit hopeful there. Another fake kickoff works for Dark. Chain dash down the line. Intermittent chain dash there, not just the chain dash spam. He's messing with the timing. Here a quick recovery, saves the ball while staying on top of it. He's got boost to counter. Vatira with the reset, the mind game. Dark tries to dive bomb the save, but only able to get a piece of it. Vatira up by 1 again. Missing the fake kickoff from Vatirapov again. Well, that's not the interesting one. The diagonal spawn fake kickoff. We're not that you know, not that bothered if we see Vatira's POV on a fake kickoff from here, because we've all seen this one. This is a very common, proven strategy throughout the years. Delayed kickoff now by Vatira. Stark with a couple of wave dashes and flips. Looks to retreat. Vatira's got him flipping and jumping on the spot here. He easily mind games in another goal. Very safe mind game from Vatira there. There's no risk of Dark getting a crunching challenge. He just let the ball do the work for him. Now he's up by 2. And does Dark have the capability of remaining comfortable at that kind of pace? Strong kickoff by Dark. Vatira does a great job to launch it into his own crossbar though. Dark still just trying to play it a million miles an hour. He's not interested in changing the pace at all. Vatira quite happy to slow play when he's in control. Whenever Dark's on the ball, he is matching him exceptionally well. Again, Vatira just slow playing, letting the time tick down. Escapes the wrath of Dark once again. Reset for Vatira, and it's just another slot for the Frenchman. Beautiful finish. It doesn't look like Dark's having a great time defending against Vatira's offensive repertoire. Whether it's resets, mind games, 50-50s, you know, Vatira really does have the ability to switch up between lots of different strategies. Seen plenty of double bumps from him recently as well. Tough to stop all those angles. Great shot again by Vatira. Dark's trying to just get him to leave the back corner here, but Vatira knows it's better to just keep the pressure on. Fantastic finish to go up by 4. Yeah, Vatira Zen, both recent additions to the top tier of the one scene, and both already showing amazing awareness and amazing ability to make the right decisions. Oh, this is just unbelievable. Vatira has really put together a brilliant resume in this game. Delayed flick, he's actually hitting that close to crossbar height, and it's gone in off the bar as well. That's from a tie game. 5 goals in a row by Vatira. Seems like he has got the Dark offense hard read, at least in game 1. He's stopped the majority of Dark plays before they can reach their final destination, and Dark really can't say the same thing about Vatira's offense. He does not have a read on him right now. Another delayed kickoff there by Vatira. Dominant display in game 1. I mean, where do you guys put Vatira right now in 1v1? I feel like he's rapidly rising up the ranks in Europe, and now, you know, getting some great matches against international competition as well. I think you've got to probably put the you know, players like Moxie, Jack, Joria's ahead of him, Zen as well, but you know, he's fighting for that top 5. I really think he is. Toxic's in that conversation, Razier's, Ato's in that area as well. Vatira definitely in that mix. I think he's already top 10, no question about it. Top 10 EU. Where he stands in the world stage is more of a question mark right now. I haven't seen a lot of Vatira international 1v1s. Would love to see more of that. I think he's going to do pretty well against the top players from most of the other regions as well, with the style that he's got. The high pressure defensive style doesn't really give his opponents a lot of time to do anything. The players who have done well against Vatira, I mean, Toxic did very well against him because he was able to anticipate those early aggressive plays on the ball. He was able to absorb a lot of those challenges and counterpunch them. So Toxic was, I think, probably the most awkward matchup for Vatira. And he's a real, I think he's a real thinker when it comes to his 1v1 gameplay. Very heavy touch there by Dark. Vatira easily intercepts it with the pre-jump and now looks to bump Dark. Oh, that's phenomenal from Vatira. Look at how he's bumped Dark out of the way while finishing off the open net. He needed just a bit more time here. Got it by playing the bump and the shot at the same time. Yeah, heavy touch though by Dark. You've got to also point out that it was a misplay by Dark that led to that. Now he's intentionally lost the kickoff to his own back corner here. You'll easily be able to get there before Vatira's shot does. Vatira just so annoying in these positions. Dark wants nothing more than Vatira to leave. Vatira just all over him. And scoring again. I mean, look at this. 29 boost. He turns, stays on it, pops it over Dark, and then scores with no boost left. Dark just wants Vatira to go away. That's what he's hoping is going to happen in the back corner there. He's hoping Vatira flips away to grab 100 mid boost. And Vatira just doesn't. He just stays on the ball. Why back off and give your opponent a free run at the ball when you can just stay on it and immediately get a result? Dark's not looked likely to counter those plays yet. That was a bit more questionable though by Vatira. I'm not sure what he was going for there. Did not have the good lineup on the challenge. Appreciate all the subs, by the way. I'll catch up after this match is done. Now let's see if Dark can get any momentum going for himself. Great turn and shot, 2-2. So see, high boost Dark against the low boost Vatira has been the story of game 2 so far. Can't say I'm surprised. Dark is definitely a player who relies a lot on zooming around the pitch and getting a lot of boosts. As again, Vatira unable to read that fake kickoff by Dark. Dark trying to keep the counter attack alive by playing his first touch down the middle. Vatira's followed up with a shot of his own, but not a deadly one. Yeah, my bad again. We've failed once more to look at Vatira's POV on that kickoff. Sorry about that. Keep forgetting. Yeah, I mean, you can tell by the fact that it keeps working that Vatira doesn't identify any differences. Dark's played normal on that one quite often. He's also faked it quite often, and Vatira can't tell the difference between the two. And also, the interesting thing about that kickoff for Dark is even if it does get red, it's not like he's completely all in. He can make a save on a direct shot. He can make an interception on a dribble. Brilliant 50 by Dark. Well, this is a level change by him. It's not all about high flying plays. He's got the switch up on Vatira now. Yeah, a couple people have been talking about how, there's other fake kickoffs right now that are attempting to do the same thing, trying to make it look like you're going for the ball more than anything else by just mirroring your movements in reverse instead of going forwards. But the cool thing about the one Dark's doing there is that he's not all in. He still has a chance even if the opponent does predict or read that he's doing it or see that he's doing it. A lot of the other ones, particularly diagonal spawn, if you just mirror your movements in reverse instead of advancing, then you are leaving your net open, so it's not quite as foolproof long term. A lot of people talk about how Dark's little tweaks to the camera annoys him. I don't really agree. I think it's maybe just because I've watched so many 1v1 players over the years that do this occasionally. A new player comes along who does this. There's Dark's first big pogo setup of the game. Vatira shuts it down immediately. He does not want to be in a highlight reel. That's how you do it. You just stay close to the ball and try and get that interception while Dark is flying back up to it before he can get back to the ball. Once he's back to the ball, you're in big trouble. You can lob it, you can shoot it, you can go for another reset or a mid-air 50. Well, Dark's a bit unfortunate there. He's played very well in the follow-up. That did not bounce well for him off the post. Vatira, again, is so dangerous with those on-the-spot 50-50s. Dark trying to keep Vatira honest now, just shoots from distance. to try and catch Vatira challenging early. Another mind game from Vatira, another successful one. And Dark's improved defensively in this game, but you can tell he still is not comfortable. He's scared of the reset there, pre-jumping in front of the ball, and Vatira just lets it bounce right past him. I think overall it's swinging a little bit more towards Dark though. Game 1 was heavily in Vatira's favor at the end. Now we're getting a bit more of success from Dark, but still Vatira has the edge in the match. Dark very close to a successful tight turn there, but Vatira has back corner control. Dark looking to dispossess him. He knows that Vatira's probably on low boost in this position. Vatira backs off to the corner. Dark just walks right through him. Oh dear, well Vatira has completely messed that one up and he's stationary in the aftermath. I'm really sorry Vatira, we have to see what happened here. Oh yeah, he just had the complete brain fart. I mean, we all do that sometimes where your brain tells you, hey, remember you're backwards, so left is right, right is left, and you overthink it and flip the wrong way. So he pretty simply flipped the wrong way there. Double reset from Dark. Wants the third one. He actually just catches the ball and pops it wide while upside down. He's got to be so careful here. Vatira wants him to overextend. He wants Dark to make a mistake in this position. You know, Vatira with no boost, but Dark has to play it cautiously, and he does. Does not give Vatira the 50 he's looking for. Outplays him, and now leads by 1. Great stuff with the turn. I mean, all Vatira wants there is a 50-50. Dark, crucially, got the ball to go past him. There's that finally I got to show you guys Vatira's POV on Dark's little fake kickoff there. Look how convincing it is. The movement of Dark's nameplate in particular, almost identical to a normal kickoff that he does. That is the key to that kickoff success. Vatira's yet to counter it with a shot or a dribble. Here he comes. Wants the air dribble bump, but he's got it. Vatira connects with Dark. Low to the ground. But the ball being where it was, that's exactly where he needed to be. Dark trying to wait for Vatira to fly over him before playing the ball. Vatira spots him. Just flies right down to connect with him. Dark actually using that this is Rocket League quick chat there. I don't think he's too happy with himself or too happy with Vatira there. Will Vatira go for it again? No, it's a double reset. Top corner. Vatira has the ice once more. Perfect placement. Dark had to be thinking about the potential for another air dribble bump there. Advanced early, left the top corner, top shelf open in its entirety. Does he have any time to come back? No boost for Vatira. Stays on the play. Fake challenge. Second fake challenge for Vatira doesn't work. Dark flicks it high. Great pathing by Vatira over a couple of boost pads on the way there. Just making this so difficult for Dark. Mind games one more time to secure the win. What a great win it was. Vatira from behind. He's down by 1 goal there. Air dribble bump, double reset to go into an equal position and then 1 ahead. You know, I really do think that describes Vatira's offense very well. Just those 2 plays back to back. He is so good at mixing up the clean plays with the mind games, with the dirty plays, with the slow plays. I mean, he's got such a great repertoire. Makes him so difficult to play against. You know, does Dark have it in into reverse sweep? I don't know if he does, if I'm being honest with you guys. The fact that he's disrupted this is Rocket League when Vatira air dribble bumped him, I don't think that does wonders for his mental game. Just letting your opponent know that you've been a bit tilted by them. Okay, he's going to get 1 kickoff goal here. Vatira with a very risky outside of the ball push style. Look how side on he is. Dark. Contrasting position, just completely goal side. Punishing Vatira's extremely, extremely risky kickoff that he's already gone for quite a few times. And Vatira again on low boost. Actually managed to drain Dark's boost as well here. Both players are struggling for boost totals. You'd favor Vatira when both players run low, based on what we've seen so far. That's not the shot Dark wanted. He's completely passed the ball to Vatira with this one. Just the worst possible contact he could have got. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to just boom that top shelf. I don't know if he's trying to like catch Vatira pre-jumping. but that was an unforgivably bad shot, just gifting the ball to Vatira, and gifting a goal inevitably to Vatira as well. Now Dark's missed a back corner boost here. Vatira has failed to score immediately. Dark quickly recovering. Deny the follow-up. I think Vatira expected Dark to just give him the ball again there. He's playing a little bit of ranked earlier, and you know, I saw plenty of that myself. The amount of bad shots that just look like passes to the other team's goalkeeper happens a lot in low-rated Rocket League, not a lot in pro play. Lovely double by Vatira, confident double as well, throwing himself at the near post after netting the demo. Looks like he's running away from it here. Oh, great read though. Well, wow, Dark has scored twice this game by just completely reading Vatira's kickoff. So Vatira has played a lot of very risky push kickoffs to the outside. Dark dunks on him for the first goal. Now he read the delayed kickoff, snipes it past him for the second goal. You know, a lot of people are going to just say, well, kickoff goals. Without the kickoff goals, Dark wouldn't be in this. But really, those are two mind games, two plays where Dark has just completely predicted what Vatira is going to do and scored as a result. It was that same style earlier. This time Vatira not quite as side onto the ball, so he won't get scored on immediately. In fact, he might be the player likely to score off this. Another air dribble, reset close to the ceiling. Vatira wants a pogo. He didn't get the best bounce, but that would be special. Vatira scoring a pogo on Dark before Dark can score one on him. I think he's trying to send his opponent a message here. Trying to put an exclamation mark on the victory. Didn't work that time though. He lost possession and did end up getting scored on. There's that fake kickoff again. Look how convincing it is, and notice how Dark keeps the immediate attack alive. Not making the mistake of playing for the boost in the back corner. Vatira thinks that Dark's going to try and race him for the back corner boost here. Dark just plays for the immediate goal. Vatira out of position. And again, he's been outsmarted on the kickoff. That's the third time this game that Dark has scored by just straight up outsmarting Vatira. I mean, he's got the mechanics, but he's such an intelligent player as well. And he's going to go up by one now by crunching Vatira's early challenge. Lovely turn by Dark. Now Vatira's really got to be careful here. Another delayed kickoff. Dark goes right through him once again. Vatira has conceded a fourth kickoff goal. Every single one of these, Dark has simply had a better strategy. Look at that goal side, rolls with the ball. And even a delayed kickoff, unable to get the ball past him. And this isn't. It's not like Vatira's even playing too badly. I think the first goal, yeah, he maybe went a bit risky with it, but it was a kickoff that had worked in previous games for him, so I don't think it's terrible to go back to it. But yeah, once it got hard red, he's tried to switch it up, and a lot of his switch-ups have just been countered. Dark on a different level. He is just outplaying him, forcing mistakes from Vatira. Yeah, Dark backing off. Now, Vatira would never do a thing like that. He would never back off on low boost and give a full pitch run up to his opponent, but Dark has managed to deflect the ball wide. Yeah, it's just more like what you're expecting to see from Vatira. Just a little trip, at least a little bit of an impact play before leaving. When he does leave, he takes the ball with him. Reset for Vatira. 2 resets and a pre-flip shot. And a bump on Dark as well. I mean, this is unbelievable. I said earlier, Vatira is good at mixing in those little clean plays with the dirty ones. Well, now he's combined them for a completely unstoppable effort on net. Look at the time we've got left. Dark. The last time this happened to him, late in the game. Immediately lost. Can he hold on? Can he stabilize? Can he just counter with a big play of his own? 1 reset from Dark, 2 resets from Dark. Mind game. Vatira makes contact, but the ball's still in a danger area. Vatira just making multiple awkward touches here. Dark bumps him way out of position. Grabs the mid boost. Decides to shoot first time. It looks like it's just going to sneak through, but not the cleanest shot by Dark, to be honest. It was powerful enough, but lacking a bit of power. Just not the perfect contact on the ball. Good enough though. Placement was perfect. Now Vatira going to get right back within 1. It's been majority for Dark with the kickoffs today, but now Vatira goes straight through him. Yeah, this is what happens when two players are playing so aggressively, trying to go for big wins with their kickoff strats, you're gonna see a lot of kickoff goals. You know, all it would take is one of these guys being a bit more reserved, and there would probably be few, if any. They both want goals, and they want them now. Oh, Dark's gonna get one. Vatira gives him a compliment in the quick chat there. He did not see that one coming. Reset from Dark, wave dash catch, and then the flick from close range as well. All in the blink of an eye. Still, I think every game that passes by, we've seen the pendulum swing a little bit more towards Dark as we go. It's again the same losing kickoff strat that Vatira's played a few times here. Slow approach, lots of boost being used, outside edge of the ball, he's not goal side there. You know, Vatira's definitely weak from this angle, and again, fails to read Dark's kickoff. He doesn't dive in for the corner boost grab this time, the mistake he made last time Dark did this. But look how comfortable Dark is in the following exchange. You could just tell that he's done this so many times. He knows exactly what to do. He looks like he's missed a pretty open net there though, took his time. Vatira saves it, and then scores on the counter. Well, was that just me, or should Dark have scored there? I think that was open. The top corner looked like it was available for him, but he took a bit too long and allowed the insane save from Vatira to come through. Another fake kickoff for Dark. Vatira again just complimenting him in the quick chat. I don't know if that one's serious. You know, there's been a lot of kickoffs. A lot of kickoff success for Dark in this game. This one cannot be a very enjoyable game for Vatira to play compared to the other two, because Dark is absolutely in his head. He's trying to wall dash into position here. Vatira with a lot of respect for Dark's off the wall defense, keeping it as far away as he can. Dark surviving. Vatira still keeping the pressure on. Can he find a way through? Dark wave dashing again on the landing. Anything that he could do to conserve boost, but Vatira does go under him. Plenty high air dribble plays from Vatira. Plenty attempts at going via the backboard. Now switches it up again. Always a level change for Vatira. You're not going to get the same thing over and over again. Has he got the read in the kickoff? Finally he spots it. Vatira on the dribble. But it's a high flick, and I mean, it's an awkward position to dribble from. That's why Dark is quite happy to let this happen. It looks like he messed up afterwards, so Vatira had another shot on net, and again he hits the crossbar. Yeah, Dark just thriving on this kickoff strat. He takes possession the vast majority of the time, and even if his opponent does see it, it's not like it's an easy position to score from. Very straightforward position, low boost. That's what Vatira's in right now as well. Dark just calls his bluff on the flick and crunches the challenge. This is Rock League, says Dark. No problem, says Vatira. I'm sure he's quite confident still that he could take it in this series. Dark built an early lead for himself with his hard reads, complete counter strategies on the kickoffs, and Vatira could not close the gap. It just remained that same like 2-ish goal gap the entire game. No sweep. We're going to game 4. Now, if you're just tuning in right now, wondering why we haven't started Dark versus Vatira yet, the reason is we were a little bit late in starting, or did I say Dark versus Vatira yet? No, the reason we haven't started Zen versus Atto, sorry, is because we were a little bit late in starting Dark versus Vatira. So Zen versus Atto will be starting immediately after this series is over. For now, we've got Dark and Vatira. Vatira taking the first game comfortably. The second game in a very close comeback at the end of game 2. And then Dark got ahead and stayed ahead for game 3. Now he's ahead again in game 4. I mean, like I said, he's been gradually improving in this matchup with every passing game. Vatira started out, he didn't look better in game 2 or 3 than he did in the first game. That's where he peaked. Since then, it's been a little bit more Dark favored with every passing game. Let's see if he can keep that up. Dark trying to be toxic right now. I think he's definitely trying to use the quick chat to his advantage here. He's probably very aware that he scored and got possession a ton from kickoffs and kickoff possessions last game, and he's trying to just let Vatira know about that, trying to rub it in a little bit and use any tools that he can. That was a pogo followed up by an immediate flick attempt by Dark. Vatira sat very far back on it though, so One pogo attempt from Dark earlier. Vatira dove in, shut it down immediately. That one he was a little bit more standoff. Gotta credit Vatira for adapting defensively. You know, early game in the first 2 games this series, he was extremely aggressive, just lunging in every single time. Now he's mixing in those shadowing plays. I think he's messing with Dark's timing and confusing Dark a little bit. Dark again, letting the ball go into his back corner, but he has not got a good result from this. Now this is obviously quite risky when you do this. Trying to just deflect the ball into the back corner by not jumping. You know, against Vatira, this could prove to be a mistake, though. If you've noticed Vatira, his go-to kickoff strategy has been pushing the ball straight through. So he spawns left here. Most of the time he would have pushed this right. He has gone to the left this time. Now the kickoff Dark went for is ideal when you're deflecting the ball one way and your opponent's going the other way, which is not the case generally with Vatira. He usually goes the same way the ball does. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see that one again from Dark. I don't think so. Yeah, again, Vatira just very on the outside of the ball. He's done this so many times, and he is getting scored on pretty regularly here. Delayed approach, outside edge of the ball, no goal side approach. I mean, if Dark just keeps on going goal side, you're going to concede. It's a simple fact. Looks like Vatira might get one right back, though. Well, you know, at least he's trading. He's trading here. This is a great position for him, 5-2. You can afford to concede kickoffs every now and again if you're also getting some back, at least getting some possessions back, and Vatira is getting some back in game 4. Vatira with back corner boost control. And now possession as well. What's he deciding to do with the air dribble? Lean back reset. Dark just pre-jumping and floating right in front of the play. He's managed to save just under 40 boost there. Now he's down to 0 and Vatira steals the 100 from the back corner. He's trying to get the attack going immediately here before Dark has time to circle the box and grab some small pads. Pressure from Vatira and it cracks Dark's defense again. Vatira knew that Dark was extremely low on boosts here. Spotted him off his goal line, grabbing small pads. Strikes to go ahead by 4. Vatira in a dominant position overall, but he's actually let Dark through again. This is the opposite of what he was trying to do. He's looking to let the clock win this game for him and just, well, maybe not win it for him, but help him win the game. He didn't get a lot of seconds off the clock there before conceding. Dark wants to switch sides, wants that air dribble off the sidewall. Vatira intercepts and it's going to be his air dribble off the sidewall now. Delayed air dribble. Dark able to read it the entire way. Re-jump save from Vatira. Dark didn't have the best placement on that one. Almost a fake pogo there from Vatira before he lands and continues dribbling. Half boost in the tank from Dark as he takes off here. A bit risky. He's going to have to recover quickly. Vatira stole the boost from under him again. It's been a very dominant display of boost management from Vatira in this game. You know, I don't think he needs to do this. He's very comfortable on low boost, but Dark is not. Vatira putting Dark in positions he doesn't want to be in. And now scores to go ahead by 4 for this, I think, second time in the game. What has Dark got left? Been a very quiet game for him. Now would be the time to explode into action. And that's what he's done. Double reset, double tap. Dark slots it right past the ceiling challenging Vatira. He's just floating in the way of him here, trying to get as big as possible. Dark gets himself and also, importantly, his car past to score it again. Now trips up Vatira on the kickoff. He's got another good chance here. Wants the infield dribble this time. Full volley. Vatira shuts it down at the near post. Possession play from Dark. Now he's still got time here. He doesn't need to rush the attack just yet. But Vatira's not going to give him any space to work with. Again, just closes the gap. Demos him on the exit. Masterful play from Vatira. And then the double tap at the near post in the blink of an eye. Once again, he's up by 4. But this is all about the pressure from Vatira. He did not leave Dark to turn and start another full pitch air dribble. He got in his face, managed to bait a bad touch out of Dark, and then demoed him away immediately. This is just mastery of the 1v1 game mode from a player who's so new to it. Late reset from Dark. Oh, in the mind game, he might not even have had a reset here. Looked like he was going for it. You can see his car is air rolling at the end here. Notice Dark, attempted reset. Right there, he is in fact continuing to air roll forward, so probably an attempted flick there, mid-air from Dark. Looks like the fact he didn't get a reset actually worked in his favor. 3-goal difference again. Dark fakes a wall shot. Brilliant catch. He's got a great angle to work with here, and he does snipe it past Vatira, who is starting to lose control of his lead all of a sudden. Brilliant angle by Dark there. So many options available. Vatira expecting a top corner shot to the near post. Dark puts it behind him. Again, Dark with that fake kickoff. Again, threatens the immediate shot, but oh, not for the first time this match. The shot lacks power. Dark rushing himself, now trying to pinch the ball into a counter-attack. He's messed that up as well. Oh, he did so well, convincing Vatira that the kickoff is real for about the 10th time this game, but it all went wrong with that attempted pinch, clear, counter-attack. It didn't even get started from Dark, and he panicked as well. I mean, he still has time, but this is getting a lot harder. And oh, he's gone! Dark has had enough. He knew it was going to be 10-6 with less than 40 seconds to go. GG's in party chat from Dark after leaving. Vatira with a ha 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 ha, probably expecting Dark not to say GG's, and then actually says GG's in party chat after realizing, whoops, that it was just a forfeit. He did say GG's. I think Vatira probably regrets saying ha 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 there. Maybe not, maybe not. Vatira says this guy's crazy fast as a KBM. I think he's controller, isn't he? Yeah, just a forfeit from Dark there. Vatira thought it was a rage quit, so he said haha, and then Dark actually did say GG's in party chat, so he says, I don't know how he's doing this. He's one of a kind. Yeah, Dark's definitely one of a kind, but even though, you know, Vatira's saying this guy's crazy fast, I don't think it was out of Vatira's out of the realm of control for Vatira. Even though Dark was ridiculously quick, Vatira's still able to keep him under control, and yeah, Dark had so many successful mind games, so many successful reads on Vatira. It looked like he was going to keep on swinging the series more and more in his favor, but Vatira clamped game 4, and he did get the win. He says GG's to him, but if you will have to give me Ruas now. Vatira wants Ruas. I would love to see it, I said. I would absolutely love to see that.